Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemashad, Bashim Kwadash. Peace and salutations to you, Sister Aki. I'm pushing the truth. Excuse me. The accuser of thy brethren is cast down, man. All right, the accuser of thy brethren is going to be cast down. And what I'm talking about is the so-called white man. These are the nations, even those of our own people that subscribe to the ideologies of the so-called white man, which is that the dark-skinned man, the Judite man, the so-called African-American man, the so-called Negro man, is the lowest and can't do right, is the infamy of the people, and the lips of talkers. We're pretty much like the scapegoat, you know. If all else fails, blame him, blame the black man, you know. And that's been going on here for a long time. There's been actual, factual, um, information relating to how black men were accused for things they didn't do. All right, were sentenced to death. All right, or like those Central Park Six. There's some white woman they say somebody raped and killed, and these Jakes had to do like 40 years in prison behind that shit. All right, because these so-called white people, they constantly accusing us, categorizing us as thugs, niggas, no good, degenerates, can't do anything right. It's the reason why we're the last hired and the first fired. All right, and because we're under these curses and these heathens have been plaguing us, but they've also been preying upon us. They've been preying upon us and our downfall and the position that we have. And they just been tightening they just be tightening the grips on everything, by making the cost of living higher, making it harder to keep these jobs, making things more strict. Things I just been seeing over the years, cameras, the state police is constantly on the lurk, looking out. People are getting irritable, nobody has patience and shit. These quotas and these time frames are being more strict, but yet and still the money is little. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to touch on how these devils are not going to continue to be able to accuse us, all right, of these things and get away with it, man. All right, because the scripture says the accuser of thy brethren is cast down. All right, so we're not going to be in a position where these devils are going to be talking down on us at every fucking chance they get, because that's all they do. All right, there's an overt, not covert. There's an overt. I'm going west. There's an overt history of race. There's an overt spirit of racism out here. You know what I'm saying? To where Judah, the so-called black man, is to blame for everything. You know what I'm saying? And when it come down to it, Jake don't even be doing all of this shit. It be Esau's ass doing every fucking thing. It be these Hamites that they let through here. That be terrorizing and shit. Jake don't even be doing that shit. It be these other nations and shit. We got wicked niggas of our people too. All right, but every time that a dark-skinned nation does something, it could be a West Indian, it could be a fucking dark-skinned Israelite. Jake is blamed for it all. Things that they don't have no power over, they blaming Jake for that shit. So we pretty much became the scapegoat for all things negative in this society. Let me grab my phone. All right. Hey, but these devils, they're not gonna sit here and be able to, slander us, and every chance they get, they posting a picture or a video of Jake doing some wickedness. All right, when Esau does the most wickedness in the earth. All right, but Jake has to be the face of wickedness. Jake has to be looked at as an animal, as a savage, as an unruly people. So that they can continue to shoot us down and justify themselves for what they did to us or what they're doing to us. It's part of their wicked devices, man. The hell? Satan. The scripture. Satan over here putting in work, working overtime. This shit don't want to work all of a sudden. Now this phone don't want to. Anyways, this whole shit is acting stupid now. But just trying to find the scripture. Satan is working overtime today. This fucking phone want to start acting fucking funny. Nah, this shit don't work. That's fine. But once the Lord returns, man, we're not gonna be up under this man's yoke to where he's blaming us at every turn for everything wrong with this society. Because Jake is like the scapegoat when Esau the one that's incompetent. Esau never gets blamed. He's full of pride. The scripture says they are not in trouble like other men. Neither are they plagued like other men. But these devils constantly, blaming us for every fucking thing. And the Lord's about to get rid of that. That's about to be done away with, man. Where you're not gonna be living you're not gonna be persecuted, man. Esau gonna be the one that get persecuted. He's gonna be under that scopeo. To where we checking everything that he's doing. But I wanted to get the scripture. I'm having trouble pulling it up.